Shanti. Accumulate the power of thoughts and become an instrument for elevated service. Activities carried out with thoughts. Just as you now have to give directions with words, in the same way, all the activities can be carried out with elevated thoughts. Scientists are able to receive directions from Earth down below while they're up in space. So, can you, with the power of elevated thoughts, not carry out all the activities? Just as they clarify things by speaking about them. So, as you progress further, all your activities will be carried out with thoughts in the same way. Accumulate a stock of elevated thoughts in this way. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 13. Accumulate the power of thoughts and become an instrument for elevated service. Today's topic: activities carried out with thoughts. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Everyone is okay. Everyone has iPhone for translation. Yeah. You can use it now from English to Hindi, right? We have in nine languages translation. And it's very good translation. So those who don't understand English, turn on. The whole aim of when we began a Vyakti Parivar room was to connect Baba's children with Yagya. Yagya stories. It's a beautiful story of Kunjadadi. Because many say we haven't experienced Brahma Baba, we haven't experienced Dadis, we haven't. So it's a golden opportunity. There are some who are regular, but then suddenly I don't see them. I ask them, oh, we had to do Karma Yoga at the center. So at 7 o'clock, what is important? Yoga or Karma Yoga? Those who think yoga, can I see hands? But those who do yoga at 7 and leave everything, even if it's direction of the instrument, I have to do yoga. Because I do hear that they say we cannot be there because we are on duty. I say, what is more important? So aim should be, some say we listen to it tomorrow morning, whenever in YouTube is different. Those who attend, I know Eric had been there almost every evening. And some instruments don't. Then how will Baba's children experience what is yagya? Only limited yagya of the center, right? But how did Baba, how did Dadis? So what Kuj Dadi is saying, that I thought, what is a life if I can't read Baba's letters? So she tried to learn Sindhi. My language is Sindhi also, but I don't know because I was only 4 years old after partition when I came to Delhi. And our family encouraged me to know Hindi, talk properly so that, it doesn't mix up the accent. So when I talk, people won't know, but some talk Gujarati, Sindhi. People know that this one is because accent is there, right? But because I'm from a family which was very much oriented in British times, so language was big thing, Hindi and English, right? And then how, when suddenly the person who was translating and writing from Sindhi to Hindi couldn't be there in Madhuban, and Baba asked her, "Can you stay and do it?" Look at the privilege, the way you're doing it and the opportunity, then you get it. So everything, just imagine about Didi Manmohini. The quality was child and master. Now these are like seniors, most senior dadis are sharing. Every video for 5 minutes takes about 2-3 hours for those who make it. They have to search. In those days, there was not much filming. They have to search, then they have to make a video. It takes them, I see them, many. That's how we have 100 people. 100 people creating this just for half an hour because they spend so much time for 5 years and we don't take benefit, right? And then we, even when wherever I'm in Madhuban, it's 5 to 6 in the morning, 6 to 7. Even yesterday we recorded and then came. And instead of you can stay to welcome, but you can keep watching. I was telling some people, even if you are busy in kitchen and turn on the vibrations of yagya, the vibrations of dadis will help you. Dadi Janki had ancestor souls all over. That time were only 21. Now there are many. Their blessings are important. They're invoking them, listening to them. Even for me, everything just I belong to Yagya. So this aim was really to connect, especially the new ones. But even old ones, you don't have experience of all the dadis now. And I hear everyone and I love it because they are our ancestors, their blessings. So wherever you are, whether you are at center, it's all right. No, even if you have to make lot of tolis, then what? If you have these vibrations with you, those who will eat toli will be touched, right? So when I hear people don't listen because of whatever, I don't agree actually. Because the effort which is going on to just create half an hour, 1 hour is lot. I remember Eric always congratulates us because production of this whole thing, we are 110, but it requires lot. And even for me, sometimes the commitment, if we are traveling, we record 2, 3. Like when we go to Madhuban, we do recording for 3 so that we don't miss it. So I think that it's very important for every Baba's child. Why I do it Hindi and repeat it because when I go to India, they say, why in English? Now, when I do in Hindi or why in Hindi? But it's like whole world. And there are many, like in Punjab, when they start their yoga at 7, they hear it in Hindi and they do bhatti on that. So we want sustenance. We want people to come but what is available, we're not using it. I'm just giving example. It's not what I say or what I just read a web signal. During COVID time, there were many young ones here who used to help us to share, search for Murli points. And now, because we get it ready made, so we said universally, worldwide, let's use the same point. So I am not saying it, but I am really requesting belong to Yagya Unlimited than to our just what we have to do. Take care of center, take care of food, that will continue, right? That's like I always say, like they are family people. Like in Lokik family, we have weddings, so we are busy making sweets. We are not pravritti. We are instruments. We are Baba. We have to qualify ourselves, our vibrations, examples you can give when you are teaching someone. You can share the stories which you hear. And I remember that in one time we read whole book on all the dadis, Adi Ratan. It was so rich, to hear their experiences. Otherwise, we remain very good in the sense of, but we need to be elevated. Unless we have, I feel, yagya vibrations in us to create the air souls, bring them close to yagya. That was the only aim that we do this half an hour, little bit on Didi, because this is Didi's month now. So one is reading, another is, I think largely we are kind of not really receiving. I feel so good when half an hour, 15 minutes, I hear Yagya songs, look at Baba Mama, feels so good. Otherwise, whole day we are just doing is one thing, but also we have to keep our inner spiritual vibrations, which can also serve Lord, right? So I I know we will give more time to Eric. I'm taking more. When Kunj Dadi or who said, so Baba holding finger and showing us everything is my experience. Because when I went, of course, one is Dadi Prakashmani, where the stock of wheat is, where the stock of, she will show us everything. But Brahma Baba, once I was hosting in one of the students' home, they needed a big place and he had a British house, very big garden. So when Baba comes, used to be 3,000 in the morning. So where will they sit? So one day it was kind of drizzling. It was 3 in the morning and it was a house of a VIP. So he gave that and he went and kind of stayed in. There was a back house and Baba was there. So there were few bedrooms. Myself and one sister, we were sleeping in the living room. No, we moved the central table and both of us were sleeping. And suddenly I opened out. Baba was standing there. Baba with hand said, get up. So naturally I woke up. I knew there must be something. He held my finger. It's raining. When buses will arrive, where will they sit? Because the lawns are wet. So we went around and we had already thought there were certain concrete areas. So we will put up tent or something. So we had prepared. He took me all around and I showed Baba, it can be here, it can be here, it can be here. So many times Baba will hold the finger and take us. And I know that when we were making Peace Village, we tried to create, we had Brahma Baba's full size picture and we thought we will create it a mini yagya, mini Madhuban or Madhuban of West. So every area, every system is what Baba showed me, Dadi Prakashmani showed me. There used to be meeting of engineers. Prakashmani Dadi will call me. Should we stone marble? Should we use stone or bricks for Om Shanti Bhavan? Marble out, stone, bricks. You know what food we cook. How many times puri, how many times roti, how many times bread, and the price of each one. Every tholi in Dadi's diary, if you take Karachi halwa, that time was 85 paisa and tosha was 11. So she said, we can't afford everyday Karachi halwa, right? Do you want to eat Karachi halwa? Yeah, we have. We brought some. Somebody came recently. Now they have four machines for, you should go and in the kitchen, there is a machine for Karachi halwa. So that brother got one, then he got sponsored second one, and they, you know that in Panda Bhavan they're renovating kitchen, and it will be almost same like Shanti one. It's about 12, 13 crores budget. But we said no, for Panda Bhavan we will collect, and we keep sending for Panda Bhavan kitchen construction. Everyone has bhavna because we have eaten for years from there. So Didi Man Mohini was really example of, to be sensitive is because you can't be a child, right? A child is sensitive, but immediately the child changes, right? So be not master all the time. Mm. I always say a bad soldier cannot be a good commander, right? If I have said yes anytime to even Baba, he will 10 times yes to me. I have my experience, because if I say no one time, you won't find Baba. So it is relationship of love, obedience, respect with Baba, with seniors, but with your own self to be a child and master. These are very valuable, you know, especially if you are serving yajna. This, if we have these, you can share with others, right? Otherwise, for little things, relationship doesn't work, things doesn't work, this doesn't work, because our dharana also is very limited. So now Baba is giving higher accumulation of power of thought so that activity is carried out with thoughts. Do you have this experience, Eric Bhai? You have? Yeah, you send a thought, it works. Just as you now have to give directions with the words, in the same way, all the activities can be carried out with elevated thoughts. Scientists are able to receive directions from Earth down below whilst they are up in the space. So can you with the power of thought? Hmm? How many of you can? Let me see hands. Carry out the task through thoughts, not carry out all the activities. Just as they clarify things by speaking about them, so as you progress further, all your activities will be carried out with thoughts in the same way. Accumulate a stock of elevated thoughts in this way. Hmm. So a lot of people ask, what effort should I make? So now you got the homework is carry out the task with thoughts and see Mm. As much through our eyes, as much through eyes, through our words, not words, through our thoughts. Mm. So again, I suggest everyone. Uh, One time I was in India as I am there now. So the sister there like to have food ready early. So she will ask younger ones at Amrit Vela to put the cooker on so that it's ready. So she came to me, is this Shrimat? I said, no. Shrimat is 7 in the morning. You can do it, but not 4 in the morning. Same is 7 o'clock. If somebody asks you to, because everyone is respectful to their instruments and also scared because if they don't obey, next time they won't get service, right? So I tell them, they say, but then I will lose my service. So don't worry, Shrimat, what Shrimat says, we must do it, right? I mean, that's what I have lived. I also had many, many dadis as instrument, but what they loved about me, that I am very particular and I am very, do things properly. And they kind of start respecting you as equals and, bring you into inner circle. So I'm never, respectful is one thing, fear is other thing. Respectful first to Baba Srimad. That is where your life, your power will come. From where power will come. Okay, so since 1 month, just try to just sit half an hour and listen to properly. Spend that time. It will be so valuable in your life. It's very important. Right? Om Shanti. And share his experience, right?
Om Shanti and a very warm welcome to everyone on Navikti Parivar. So lovely to welcome you. Do you know where you are? Do they know you're here? Yeah, in Toronto. So very, very much special welcome to this beautiful family here in Toronto, the Toronto Parivar. So yes, normally I always like to find a little jasmine flower, but I found 2 jasmine plants here, but they're not giving flowers. So I will talk to the sisters how to make the jasmine flower bloom. But I went in the garden, and yes, there were beautiful little flowers from Baba's garden here. So on behalf of everyone from Toronto, they have big family but small flowers.
Canada, whole Canada.
Toronto, Canada, yes. Planet Earth, right? Or Polar World. Under such a region, somewhere in there. On behalf of everyone here, this is from Baba's garden here.
Maybe Eric, I should start a business of flower decoration. I always tell Brahmins to start some things where people can make money, other Brahmins. It's a beautiful from where he found variety, beautiful flowers.
Yeah,
right?
very nice, fragrant, and they're here in the garden,
Wow.
grown with love
They
here
are
in
very
Toronto.
special ones. Thank you.
So Didi, I'm very, so I think my role tonight was just to bring you these little flowers. It's almost time. And for those in Avikti Parivar, in Toronto, normally Didi comes for a longer period of time, but you couldn't resist responding to the call of love and the call of this big family. And I was thinking, this morning you were very, very generously sitting with us for 3 hours. And for those who were not here, like in Avyakti Parivar, Mohini Didi came here and we had the great fortune of having our Rakhi tied.
But it was like, every soul, even for half a minute, was so connecting,
It
and
was,
it was very beautiful with every soul. And that's why I was able to sit too. It was not only old ones, but majority, a lot of them I saw first time. Many, many brothers, and must be from different places. But it was such good connection, good.
and there were more than 300 at least who tied Reiki this morning, just the Brahmin family. And imagine the growth of the family, and I think the bhavna, the love,
But
the
thanks
unity.
also to those who had been cooking and feeding.
Yeah. They all have been cooking before 7 o'clock at night. They have been cleaning the hall before 7 o'clock at night, right? So they were all sitting here.
But it's very good today. They cooked everything. So they are free.
No, but it's true. I went.
Morning, everyone was busy, but
So I was thinking that, I was watching you, and for all these hours you were giving drishti, and everyone was coming and coming and coming. And I know you've been doing it for so many years. Just like when we're talking about powerful thoughts, elevated thoughts. Just wondering a little bit, what was your experience when you sit like this for so long? And do you talk to Baba? Do you bring him here? Do you, what do you do for 3 hours? We're watching you, but
it's every time invoking Baba to give drishti to everyone so that the soul can have experience of love of Baba. Not only love, but there is some kind of heaviness, or as Baba said, some desires, or some of the things they want Baba to help with. And I feel that when soul feels the connection with Baba, then everything will work out. Because when I also in India, people call, and groups and big groups, so Bhumi Band always tries to give them time, always, because they just want drishti, they want love of Baba. Because majority of them haven't experienced from Brahma Baba, but some haven't even seen dadis. Like today, one sister said, I have seen one dadi in Madhuban. Her name is Mohini Didi, but I have never felt the touch of any dadi. So can you touch my hand? And I was kind of thinking that, we had so much. So if whatever soul could get from Baba, that's the thought. So even the body was kind of not saying continue, but there was so much, there was so much feeling that seeking is there from every soul. There were some who were very new, maybe, but majority, because that experience was there, that I keep saying, no, I have to continue, I have to continue.
I was wondering if, do you see a difference between freeing your mind and being totally. I remember one day you told us, why don't you go to Baba's room? In Aviti Parivar, you were saying, go to Baba's room, but don't go to Baba's room with anything in your mind. Just sit plain mind and don't have thoughts, don't have questions, desires. So do you see a difference between sometimes sitting here and just making effort to be plain and let Baba pull you? And is there a difference between this and you trying to bring Baba here? Does it work both ways, or you not really?
See, I think that's what they want, to be free, but it's not everyone is able to do it. So when we share the Rishti, Baba's love, they feel that they could do, they are light, they are empty now. Even for half a minute, half a second, they could feel Baba's presence and they could be empty. That means they want that, but it's not everyone is able to do. Many times, like I look at soul in present situation now, they would want clarity for future. So if they are connected with Baba, it takes less effort, but So I say, I just remember Baba, and I know that Baba will help them, give them whatever they need, power, they need to be light, or they need to feel comfortable, healing, whatever is needed. So I'm not thinking anything, but I just bring Baba, like remember Baba, and share drishti. And that is why one day, like you feel you want to tie Rakhi, but then if you are tying Rakhi while taking drishti, it's good that if I only give drishti, so that even that 1 minute could be, if they feel, they get, receive whatever.
But is
Is,
there a method
is there
to?
anyone who want to share that experience from drishti?
Then we'll be here until midnight, right?
No, only
Because that's
one.
how many were having very, strong feelings
No,
and
one or two, or you can do whatever.
one or two.
Okay, after you.
Well, there was a very different experience when I came in front, and there was a moment where the drishti was very, very, very different. Like I'm used to sit in front of you and enjoy, taking drishti. But this morning was very, very different. There was really like a feeling like Baba was here or something. That's why I was wondering if you have a trick or a method, a recipe. Is there a number you call to say, Baba, you come and he comes? Do we know when he's, because it could be our own mind if we're thinking too much. And if we're trying too much to bring Baba in, maybe it becomes my own thoughts. Baba is giving drishti through me, but then it's not happening. So what does it take to make sure that Baba can really work through us? So you don't have a special
You know,
way of thinking or calling him or saying,
our
Baba.
relationship, my and each one of you, your relationship with Baba is how long? I had been with Baba for 60 plus years, right? So Baba knows when he needs me, and I know it's like both ways, no?
You don't have to tell him.
I don't have to say anything. But I do feel when every soul came as if Baba is giving loveful, not only loveful drishti, like he's helping that soul in whatever way. So I think God has to do this, no? How much I can do.
But also the Avyakti signal is about accomplishing tasks through the power of thoughts. I mean, I was thinking today I should try, to see if it worked with washing my dishes or ironing my clothes. Maybe I can have very powerful thoughts, and before I know my dishes, somebody will come and do it. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm sure that's not the point of the Avyak signal, but I was thinking, it may not be an elevated thought,
Mhm.
but I was thinking,
The cooperation also comes yoga and sayog,
yeah, but I'm okay. I'm joking. I can do my dishes. It's okay. But I was thinking, what does it take to have elevated thought that will accomplish something? Is there something that stops us from making the thoughts elevated? What would you say is necessary for the thoughts really to have that quality?
It's Baba's task. Baba is Karan Karamanhar. It's like just Baba, nothing else. There's nothing of the self. Baba will make it happen. So it's like deeply within, but also about all the souls, as I said. Look at their specialities, have good feelings for them. So this will help us to have elevated thoughts. Like I will say that now Brother Eric is a senior brother, right? So when he comes, I look at him and I say, now he's not one who is, he's mature, he's stable, and he's on the path to glorify Baba, go deep into churning of knowledge. So that's how I see elevated thoughts for everyone, looking at their specialties. And I keep thinking about how how can we help them to go further, keep progressing, be free from obstacles. So elevated thoughts is always about churning knowledge, but also, like people ask certain things, I can't immediately reply. Then when I'm listening, oh, this is the answer I should give. So I will call, or when I think sometimes other people also get called same time. So I think that there are many different ways, but our vision has to be elevated. When I look at everyone in an elevated way, then see people are on spiritual journey, BKs for long time. So they need clarity about things. They need. So if I keep myself into that elevated stage, I can give proper direction and it's not responsibility, but that's what we are nimit for, to guide people. And
so maybe it will be a new incentive for everyone to sit at 7 o'clock, and you'll tell them you don't need to do karma yoga. You have elevated thoughts, and karma will happen through your thoughts.
It's not that timetable is important.
No, but we can accomplish more maybe also by having
Yes,
proper
timetable. If you
thinking.
don't have timetable, whole day you're doing something, even if it's important, will not work.
But I know some.
Even I remember that when I joined, on the day of my final exams for my graduation, I will go to morning class, attend morning class, go from there. The day our results used to come in the newspaper, I will not look at it. I will go to class, listen morely, and take newspaper and look at my result. Because what is important in life, and from there, other things will work out. So if we do not have that, but also I feel respecting the bodies of Sevadari, also there has to be, like always say, even in peace, cut off, close for 3 hours, no kitchen, nothing. Everything timetable for mind, body, soul, all is very, and everything works. If they in Shantivan, you know, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 eat, still either they take turns or, even in Peaceful Age, we take turns that, okay, only this group will do. Then go. It's a long term, no? It's a lifelong service.
But I know some might find it.
So don't think that if I do this, who will do it? These are our thoughts. If you keep the timetable and see if it works or not.
But some do, still have a full-time job, and I know some, they may
Yeah.
come back sometime from work, they have to cook a little bit, eat, and the only time they have sometimes to even assume their duties and do a lot of, not necessarily karma yoga, but also teaching or answering emails. Sometimes it is the evening for them, so it might be a bit challenging.
It depends what's
Mhm.
what you want in your life. But I definitely guarantee that everything gets done if you have good timetable. In New York, when we were very few teachers, and so we had courses in the groups. So we had Monday, Wednesday, like this, so that every instrument, because they have full day job, they have enough time to cook or eat or whatever. One thing I find is missing lot is we only think of supporting center for cooking, cleaning, but we do not have enough inspiration and training where people are taught things, not only taking care of yagya, but also what is our future now? Where is our next generation? Who is my next? Who is my next? So somewhere or other, we are too occupied. Everywhere, I'm not talking of even in Harmony House, I always tell them, where is the next generation really? how is not only we have enough people for cook, we enough for totally cleaning. That has become main thing. But where is the other, like the way we were trained? I can do anything. Large, big. I used to cook for 250 people. I mean, now my body doesn't allow. I still have enthusiasm. But also, we learned how to read Morley. We learned how to, everything has to be necessary for sustenance of the center. Who is there who can give proper talks on Maryadas? Who is there who can very clearly explain what is Srimad? You know, even if I am eating totally, but I need to know. No, so that where will it come from? That I had been thinking a lot about who can conduct bhattis, who can conduct. Okay, we bring people from here, there, but regularly we have to have that, no? Someone very good in conducting bhatti, someone. It's not that we bring a brother or sister. That is so good too, once in a while. So that is missing because we are too busy into karma yoga or but we should do karma. I am not saying that, but also proportionately we have to balance it.
Well, talking about timing and Mariadas, will be respectful to all those who still have maybe a few things to do before going to bed. No, everything is done. So
No,
thank you, Mohini Didi,
they have to
for
get ready for tomorrow.
yeah, and thank you for reminding us of that importance of the balance. I think between also how much we do, but how much we really, imbibe and pay attention to our inner world. So thank you. Very good. So more to come tomorrow. Thank you, Manididi. Thank you, Bhumi, for coming, being with us in Toronto. It's a beautiful experience for everyone. And
Yeah, but
tomorrow,
our visit should bring a shift also, right? Somewhere. What effort I have to make? Hmm, what more effort? It's like the quality of effort changes. You cannot, somebody said, how can I make fast efforts? I said, you cannot. Nobody can go fast, but you have to make it more accurate, more deeper, more, the quality has to change of our efforts is very, very important.
well, when we come
But
to Toronto, I'm sure Abhikti Parva may see it, but the family is blooming so beautifully for the past 50 years, right? So
we
that
should,
means it is the step.
yeah, really change has happened, big,
Mm.
big, yeah.
Okay. Good night. Thank you.
Didi, there is a question. What is the difference between elevated thought for self and selfishness thought?
Can you repeat?
What is the difference between elevated thought for the self and just pure selfishness?
And what?
And selfishness.
Selfishness.
So the difference between having a pure elevated thought for the self, oh, I want a special drishti from Mohini Didi tonight. It's a very pure elevated thought. And what's the difference between this and selfishness? Means I hope I'm the only one who get special drishti from Mohini Didi. Just giving example.
One thing I want to say that this is a little different that once I have elevated thought, what I will give to others. Share elevated thoughts. Now, self-interest is different than selfish, right? I remember that one day Jagdish by myself, we having a lot of, conversation on should I have self-interest or no? And we came to conclusion that self-interest is very important, but not selfish. Selfish is like on behalf of others. No? I don't care. I give example that in our tradition, if we are eight in the family, we make sure that everyone gets the food, right? So generally when we share or eat, or we look at the number of the family and everyone gets it. But if I don't care, I will eat and I don't know if others will get or not. So when I am there, I make sure everyone has eaten. When I call other sisters, have this one eat? I don't know. They have to eat. So it's like a family. It's like, so I have self interest in the sense I also eat, but I make sure that everyone also. But if I'm selfish, I don't care, for others.
Mm.
So it could be food, it could be anything. Selfish one also could hurt others, right? But self interest, if I do good Amrit Vela, self interest, but it will help, right? It will help Yagya, it will help me to have more trust that I am following Srimad. So many benefits. But somebody said, oh, she's selfish, she's doing Amrit Vela. That's all right.
Mm.
It could be like that, but I still want to do Amrit Vela. You know, even for a Vyakti Parivar, sometimes we had to, like we come from India, we have to do whatever. Then, like now, Monday we are going from airport. I had appointment with a doctor. Then we do a Vyakti Parivar. As soon as we reach home, it's time for a Vyakti Parivar. So we do it. It's not selfish, but there is self-interest is that family is looking forward and continuity should be there, and then based on that, but there's nothing to be selfish in that. So commitment to my what I have to do, commitment to my principles, commitment to Baba Srimad is definitely more important. If somebody calls that selfish, I won't really pay attention to that.
Good. Difference between selfish and self-interest, self-care. I think it's good,
Self-care, yeah.
good thinking. Okay, Bhumiji.